The two main muscles that are involved in shin splints are the tibialis anterior and the tibialis posterior. So today we're going to talk about the tibialis posterior, but if you want to check out my video on the tibialis anterior, click on this link, and I will also provide the link below in the description. As you probably already know, the tibialis posterior is a super tricky muscle to get to. It's on the back of the tibia, hence the creative name. So it's really hard to wrap your fingers around that bone and get into that muscle. And the first thing I like to do is actually try to push the soleus away, which is the muscle that kind of lies more posterior to that. So in this clip, I'm starting on the medial border of the tibia, and I'm pushing down towards the table, kind of starting to remove the fibers of the soleus away from the tibialis posterior. From there, I want to soften up the tibialis posterior, so I'm going to bring the foot into inversion, shortening that muscle, making it nice and soft, and I'm going to start to use my thumb to kind of slide up underneath the tibia and sink into that muscle. It's really tender, so softening this muscle can ease that pain and make it a little more tolerable for this first deeper work into the tibialis posterior. So I want to repeat this, moving up the entirety of the muscle, making sure that I'm kind of hitting every aspect of it, really softening it up and working through that tension. Now that I've loosened things up a little bit more, I want to pull the gastrocs and the soleus even farther away. So I'm going to slide my hand underneath the calf and pull out laterally, releasing those muscles even farther away from the tibialis posterior. I'm about to get into the grunt work of this muscle, so I want to slide my thumb up the medial border of the tibia one more time just to see where my clients' adhesions are particularly poignant. Whenever I do work with my clients that I know is going to be painful, I definitely communicate that, and I think that's really helpful. I think people love to kind of know what they're getting into, and I think that helps them withstand the pain. I for sure think that there are some areas of work that you need to kind of work through stuff that feels a little more uncomfortable, and this is one of them. The tibialis posterior attachment against the tibia is extremely painful to work at. So in this clip, I'm starting to actually wrap my fingers around the tibia, underneath the tibia, sinking in and then pulling up towards the front of the bone actually. So kind of my pressure is coming up away from the table, and I'm applying friction. So using both hands here to support my fingers and pulling up underneath the tibia and applying friction up and down along the fibers of the muscle. It's really important to repeat that last technique as much as needed and make sure that you're communicating with your client about how they feel and that there's a difference between good pain and bad pain. It's a little kind of a fine line with this work, but you want to break through those adhesions and make sure that muscle is nice and free from the tibia. Once you've done that, Make sure you make nice. It is unbelievably important. Nobody wants to feel like your fingers are still sticking into their legs when they walk away from your table. So give them some nice work, give them a nice massage, and send them away happy. There truly is an unlimited number of possibilities that we can use to work with the soft tissue of the body. I would love to hear what you guys do. I think it's all effective and it's all great, and we can all continue to grow and expand our practices. Thanks for watching.